What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to cover one of the most basic simple strategies that I've been using essentially all 2025, and I know we're only in the first month of the year, but essentially all of January this is all I was doing. Okay, so are you looking to pass more evaluations? Okay, just answer it to yourself. Are you looking to get more prop firm payouts? Are you looking to be more consistent as a trader? And by the way, guys, Apex 2 days left for the 80% off sale. You guys can use code DAnthony. But let's kind of get into the open. We're looking at the New York session. We're looking at today's price action from February the 3rd. And we're looking at the 1 minute time frame. I've got a couple of things on the chart that we need to kind of note. It's the 20 SMA. I've also got some key levels from a 4-hour time frame, some supply and demand levels. We're not really going to put those into play just yet. What we're looking at is the good old-fashioned 20 play. So we're looking for changes in trends. We're trying to catch the start of those short-term trends. Now, here's one thing that I want to point out when you're using this strategy. We're looking to get in and we're looking to take profits quick. Okay, so you're never going to really catch a whole move. Like, you're not going to get in way down here and catch the move all the way to the top. That's not what we're looking for. What we're realistically trying to do is we're trying to create a trade window where maybe we can sit down and focus for an hour to 2 hours. We're going to look for maybe 2 or 3 setups. And if we have multiple accounts, we can kind of spread out those setups across multiple accounts. Okay. So basically the way that this is going to work is we are going to look for the closures over the 20 SMA or under the 20 SMA. That's going to be our guide. We want to stay with the trend as long as possible. So we're using the 20 SMA as the trend starter. And then we're looking to just snipe that confirmation. Okay, that's it. What's the confirmation? So if you notice here, 2 minutes off the bell, we close over the 20 SMA. We also close under the 20 SMA, but this is not relevant because there was no following candle that takes out the low. Okay, so although we would have been looking at this setup if we were to get below, for a potential move down, never happened. So when you get a setup like this short and it doesn't confirm, you cross it off the list. Okay, so now what we're looking for is the long, because we get back over the 20 SMA. Now your reason why candle is the candle that closes over the 20 SMA. A hard stop, depending if you're playing micros, just use the entirety of the reason why candle, right? You might be giving up 20-30 points. If you're playing 1 or 2 3 micro contracts, just give it the whole room. If you play like myself and you want to be a little bit more aggressive, we definitely need to manage our position a little tighter. I play mini contracts and I'm normally looking for 4, 5, or 6 points. Okay, so what's going to happen here is as soon as this candle closes, I'm going to take the high wick. In the following candle, I'm going to jump in as soon as we get over the high wick. That's it. I'm going to snipe that entry. So my confirmation is as soon as we take out the reason why candle wick, if we're going long, and we're going to get in and we're going to get out typically on the same candle. We're not going to allow it to pull back. We're not going to catch all of this move. I do have strategies that I teach inside of Evolution Traders that we could play continuation here, but again, that's a little bit more advanced and I kind of have to show you guys on a day in and day out process. All I want you guys to focus on is these type of setups. Focus on these setups, focus on sniping that entry, focus on getting green and getting out. What's my stop loss then? If I'm looking for 4, 5, 6 points, what's my stop loss going to be? To be honest, somewhere around a 1-to-1, right? Maybe 1.5 risk, 2 risk. So if I'm looking for, let's call it 5 points, I'm probably going to be risking 7, 8, 9 points. Okay. So what I want to see happen is when I get into this trade, I need to be selling it right away, like within that minute, preferably. Very rare occurrences where I hold it 2 or 3 minutes. If as long as it's treading lightly and as long as it's not just pulling back massively, I'll hold it. But I want to make sure that the trade is working for me. So I typically like to be out of these trades in under a minute, and then I just move on and I wait. So in this particular case, if we were playing one mini contract looking for 5 points, we would have scalped the snipe entry there. We would have taken $100 on this trade. We would have taken another $100 on this trade. And essentially you can just be done with your day. Okay, I understand it's only $200, but for most prop firms, you only need to make $50 a day. You only need to make $200 a day. and you're going to be eligible for a payout in a couple of weeks. If the whole goal is to get payouts, all we need to really do is make, $100, $200, $300 a day, and then we just need to lock it up. And then from there, if we want to make more money each and every single month, we just need to add more funded accounts. Here's another setup here. This is a long setup, never confirmed, so there's no trade, so we just X that off. Here's another trade setup here. We're going to get in underneath the confirmation of that reason why candle, and we're going to hold it. And we're just going to sell out as soon as we get 4, 5, 6 points. Again, use your discretion, use your brain, don't let your emotions get to you. As soon as you enter these trades, you want it to start working automatically, and you want to typically see it start to work for you in your favor in about a minute, okay, or under. If you're holding it for 2 minutes, which is going to be 2 1-minute candles, you want to make sure that it's still working in your favor. You're not holding it against you 2, 3, 4 candles in drawdown. Okay, this is still one of the easiest strategies that you can use. I've been using the 1-minute time frame all of 2025, and the reason being, ATR is decent. We're looking at 15 to 20 points on the 1-minute time frame. So again, we can kind of control those losses with that ATR, which is average true range. And there's enough volatility in these 1-minute candles where we can pick up 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Okay, sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll pick up 10 points. But the point is that I really want to focus on, this is a scalping strategy. This is a strategy where we're trying to get out as close to a 1-to-1 as possible. Now, again, I don't want you guys to go into the trade with a bracket of 5 points and 5 points take profit. Kind of leave it open. Maybe put a bracket for a stop loss at around 15 points, but manually use this cursor, use this mouse, use your fingers to exit the trade if it's not working for you sooner. The only reason why I open up with the 15-point stop loss is because sometimes, if you already know, by playing the NASDAQ 100, it can definitely get you into a trade and then wick down 7 points and then wick right back up 10 points, right? So I don't want to run the risk of having my stop loss hit when the move, it was just a flash wick, right? I want to avoid that. Personally, for me, I manage all my trades manually. So, sometimes I'm catching runners, 8, 9, 10, 12 points, and sometimes I'll close out a trade at 12 points, 13 points of a stop loss, because I'm just managing it, right? And again, I'm playing one mini contract, so the most I'm willing to lose on that is probably like $300, $350 a trade. That's about it. We want to keep that win in loss ratio on a day by day close to as 1-to-1 as possible. So if you're normally winning around $200, $300 a day, when we do lose, we want to keep it between $100 and $200, $300 max. That way, every day that we lose, we know where we can get it right back on the next day. We don't want to go down $1,500 today and then we're only cashing out $100 a day. We don't want it to take 2 weeks to get back to flat. So again, use your noggin, use your instincts, and just wait and look for these setups. Closures over the 20 SMAs. Snipe the entry on the following candle as soon as it takes out the high wick or the low wick, depending on if you're long or short. Do not be greedy. If you get 4 or 5 points very quickly, close the position. Don't sit there and say, oh, maybe I'm going to get 20 points. No, there's hundreds of these setups that are going to present themselves to you every single week. So we don't need to rely on one big trade. I know there's a lot of strategies out there where you're just kind of looking for that one, 80-point mover because that's what's going to make up your week. Guys, we're going to find these setups. Like, for example, there was 1, 2, 3 winning setups within inside the first 40 minutes of the market open. This is $100, $200, $300 in the first 30 minutes, guys. So this is your day essentially right here, and this is all you're looking to do each and every single day. Don't make it difficult. Don't make it hard on yourselves. Again, do you want payouts? Answer the question, right? Keep things simple. Do you want to pass more evaluations? Answer the question. Keep things simple. Do you need help? Do you want to get with the community? Maybe you want to watch me trade and talk in real, during market hours. Join the community, guys. I have a course. I've got, a lot of really good traders that are in the room as well that can help you out. If that's something you may need, maybe Evolution Traders is for you. Also, guys, Apex, 80% off, 2 days left. Use code DAnthony. Make sure on your way out of here, you guys hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I'll see all of you guys on the next video.